All right, here we are. Let's do the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
This Nebraska woman's charged with using a very sneaky trick to pump 7,400 gallons of free gasoline worth $28,000 over a 6-month period. She found out there was a glitch that allowed her to swipe her rewards card twice, switching the pump from regular mode to demo mode once it was switched. So it's an accident, I'm assuming, that first time she did the card twice. We've all done that. Oh, did I put the card in? I don't know. Let me do it again. But then she noticed it didn't charge her. So she kept going back.
Okay, so did she keep
So
going
smart.
back with other people's cars too and then charging them and taking their money? Because how does she use that much gas in 6 months?
Between November 13th, 2022 and June 1st, 2023, Thompson's reward card was allegedly used 510 times, including multiple swipes on the same day.
Yeah, okay.
She called her friends up.
Yeah, and she's like, hey, I'll get you gas for you just paid me $25.
I don't know that
That's
she was
right.
trading money.
Why wouldn't she? That many times?
No, I hear you. You're making a buck here. I'm saying she could have just been giving it to her friends.
Okay,
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's estimated that over 7,000 gallons of gasoline were pumped. Investigators also talked to a second person, so here you go, who allegedly used the card last year. Looked like she was passing the card around.
It's a good little
from
scheme.
10-11 now. If you found out, let's be absolutely honest here. If you found out that card did that, and then you were getting free gas on demo mode, what would you do? Lunchbox.
I would sell it or to neighbors, to friends. Hey, you know your gas usually costs you about $65. You can get a full tank for $20.
The problem with selling it to other people is that somebody talks eventually. The more people you get involved in something, the quicker it goes down because people can't keep their mouth shut. But you would still take the free gas.
Yeah,
I would be a wimp and know that I was eventually going to get caught and arrested, and I would run and tell immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
That's the original
Not because I'm a
problem.
good person, but because I know that I would get caught eventually.
But also, but you don't want to steal.
I don't want to steal, but I'm not saying I would do it because I'm a good person. I'm being honest. I know that I would be caught.
Okay.
I don't know. That's why I don't do anything. I mean,
Yeah.
if I know I wouldn't be caught, who knows who I'd be killing? I don't know.
Oh, man.
Killing?
I don't
Whoa.
know.
That was like, we've been
I don't know.
stealing.
All I'm saying is I don't
to
know.
Killing.
Also,
Okay.
is it considered stealing if you're using your rewards card and you think, oh, I must have hit a milestone and they give you free gas?
Not. It's like getting money in your check that's $10 million instead of $10.32. You know better. There's like a you know better law
Got it.
where you know better. You weren't getting paid $10 million.
But if you're just getting gas for yourself and you could just keep doing it over and over and over, you can literally tell them, like, hey, I didn't know that was free.
Again, that's what I just said.
But-
You know better. You do.
Yeah, you do know.
But you don't.
But you do.
No,
You don't
if
have
you're-
to know.
There's a difference. Let's say you do it 3 times. Okay. Let's say you do it 510 times over $28,000. No,
Yeah.
you're going to have to pay that back or go to jail.
Because gas is expensive,
'Cause you
man.
know.
It is.
Oh, that'd be
The
nice.
shadiest thing I do with my rewards
Here we
card
go. Get the cops ready.
is,
Hit 9-1 and wait for the other one. Go ahead.
okay, you know how you can have a rewards thing when you're checking out? If you don't have your phone number entered, you can enter any area code and then type 8675309,
Okay.
and it'll get you the discount.
Got it. Nobody's kicking in the door for that one.
I know, but it still feels like I should take the time to register my number, but that trick works.
A North Carolina man wins a $100,000 lottery prize 3 years after a $200,000 win. His name's Alexandro. He told the North Carolina Education Lottery officials that he bought his $30 black titanium ticket from Food Lion and hit the $100,000. And why he was so stunned was, well, he hit the 100, but just a few years ago he won 200,000. UPI.
And his name's Alexandra. That's cool.
The industries that are most affected by time change. Where are you guys, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah, man. I'm
Exhausted.
still tired.
Not as
Okay,
bad
you
as
guys
I
can't
thought.
pick exhaustion on both time changes.
What do you mean?
One of them, you have to at least be like, I feel so good. You
No.
just can't pick exhaustion on both.
No, fall back, you feel great because you get an extra hour
That's
of sleep.
right.
That's
I
not true
lost
because you
an
guys
hour.
come in that same Monday. I'm exhausted.
No, it's this one, man.
This
I'm
one is
tired,
where I'm
dude.
You're going to do it.
so
They're going to do it in
tired.
November.
But I do think it is sort of mental because this year I wasn't going to let
Oh.
myself have that exhausted attitude, and I do feel better.
Okay, it'll catch up tomorrow.
My point with these two is they come in exhausted every time regardless, so they can just say they're exhausted.
Yeah.
No, I mean I stayed up till 1 o'clock and so it was really 2 o'clock, and it was just like, man, that hour of sleep would have done wonders for me.
From the Detroit Free Press. Oh, I threw that sheet away from the industries. Who cares anyway, right? I don't
Yep.
know. No, I have it right here. Okay. Number crunchers found that golf and barbecue industries benefit a lot from daylight savings time.
Because people can golf after work.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the barbecue?
meat industry just in general, the extra revenue because they stay open later and they can sit outside.
A little grilling outside.
Yeah, they can grill outside later. People and restaurants.
That makes sense.
Here are the top 2 dreams men have.
Oh, boy.
Far more often than women.
Ruh-roh.
This is from Dreams and Relationships by Nicholas Heinemann. What do you think it is? Because women would also have these dreams too, right? It's not just a guy dream, but what are the 2 types of dreams men have way more than women?
What do you think it is?
I have this sheet.
No, but what do you think it
Types
is?
You have way more.
Oh, you think of that.
Like your sports team winning.
Okay.
No.
No.
But there are 2. So, okay, so you 2 are saying doing it.
Yeah.
Unlimited
for sure.
video games.
What else?
That's it, man.
No,
2
no.
Oh,
times.
that's it? Twice? Number 1's finding money. This reflects a man's interest in making money and the financial pressure that he feels to provide for his family. And number 2, fist fighting. This dream expresses a man's competitiveness. It also reveals that men aren't worried about what others think when they express their anger.
Okay, but are these guys serious? Like, do y'all really dream about that?
Yeah.
all
I've
the
only
time?
recently started dreaming.
But
I
have
know.
you
And have you had it?
Nope.
You haven't had that one?
I haven't had any of them. Not those specific. I like fly in my dreams, except I don't fly, I bounce. But I bounce like I'm flying
Yeah.
forever. Like, whoa.
That was early on in my life, but yeah. Because you're just starting. Like, you're like reborn dreamer.
Yeah. You're a newborn.
Yeah, dude, that's cute.
A bill in New Hampshire that would make it easier to keep animals such as kangaroos, raccoons, monkeys, otters, skunks, and others as companion pets without a permit
Oh, my goodness.
is being rejected by lawmakers.
Oh.
Skunk.
WMUR.
Kangaroo?
I whoop
What?
it. No, let's get that one going so we can do the pay-per-view.
Come on,
please.
Get the live stream going. A groom is being wedding shamed because he wore black Crocs with black socks while exchanging his vows. Here's the thing about weddings. They're for the people having the wedding. And if there is something that they want to do, if it's wear Crocs or wear a top hat or do a song and dance, who cares?
Let them.
It's their marriage.
Yeah, the shaming of wedding, that is bizarre to me because it has nothing to do with you.
Nothing.
Nothing. And you know what? Crocs are funny. And what if they met in a Walmart when they bumped into each other shopping for Crocs?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That'd be a
You
nice
don't.
story.
You just don't know.
What if he's a chef and he feels so comfortable in those?
That's a good point, Amy.
The chefs wear Crocs?
But
Yeah.
chefs at the wedding.
He's a chef by trade, so he wants to be in his lucky Crocs.
Okay. Yeah, we're just making up stories anyway.
Yeah, I know, but
Where
I
do you
mean,
pick
it
chefs?
could be anything.
New York Post has that story. Finally, food experts say to avoid these 4 items at the grocery store. This is for food safety. So this is what they say. Generally, these are going to give you the worst. You could get you sick if you buy them. Not every time, but just generally. What do you think any of them are? Want to guess?
Chicken.
I don't grocery shop, so
I mean,
Yeah.
I buy chicken, but
Laffy Taffy. I go to the gas station. So Sprouts. Say no to Sprouts.
what?
Huh?
I love
They seem
Sprouts.
like they're going to be good for you, but when it comes to vegetables, they are not most of them, but most likely to have E. coli, salmonella, or something more associated with
Wow.
bad meat or poultry than the other vegetables.
Oh.
Like
so you
Brussels?
you can eat Sprouts, but just know that compared to others, Sprouts are going to make you sicker.
And no, not Brussels sprouts, Eddie. Like,
Like,
they're
they
sprouts
look like
broccoli,
leaves.
The
alfalfa
bean
sprouts.
sprouts.
Stupid. Yeah, I thought it was Brussels sprouts too.
Okay.
No.
And
It's
Brussels
like,
sprouts are only good now because it's not even the Brussels sprout of it. It's like you
sauce.
pour caramel on anything.
Oh,
it's good.
delicious.
Yeah.
But also,
Soy
you
sauce.
could rinse your sprouts.
Raw milk at the grocery store.
What's cooked milk?
Well, that's not
what
legal
is-
everywhere.
Yeah,
but
what is...
Right. It's unpasteurized. It's not really cooked. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Unpasteurized milk, trendy in some places, but the trouble is pasteurization for a reason is the standard, and a lot of times raw milk carries real risks, bunch of germs. That's why it's illegal in many states. Don't get raw milk from the supermarket.
But there's a loophole here.
Go to your farmer down the road.
At the
Hey, go suck a teat. Just sneak up, middle of the night,
Straight from the source.
straight from it, baby. Prepared fresh in store equals nope. If you're going to eat pre-cut produce raw, you're dealing with the same amount of microbial risk as you would with Sprouts. It's because you don't know the person behind the counter or what they've done.
Yeah.
And then finally, hot food bars. When checking out a supermarket hot food bar, well, they say see if that temperature's been maintained correctly you can't though.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's like when they have chicken wings sitting out there.
That's why I go to the
Yeah.
gas station. You just know it's going to be.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just know. All right, thank you, News.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
All right, let's play cowboy songs. This is from George Burge, Bobby Bone Show. Thank you, guys. go talk to Elizabeth in Virginia Beach, who's on the phone. Hey, Elizabeth, welcome to the Bobby Bone Show. How are you, Elizabeth?
I'm pretty good. How about you, sir?
Pretty good. What would you like to say?
Yeah, I am dyslexic. I'm almost 60 years old, and I was able to go to a school in Massachusetts that dealt with dyslexia. There's another school in Vermont as well. The school in Massachusetts also opened up a college in New Hampshire. And
You want to send Amy and Eddie there or what?
I'm not going.
I'm not
to
sure
New
what the
Hampshire.
point is here, and I'm glad you called. But what are you calling about? You sound a little upset.
I am. Matchbox
Lunchbox.
is the reason.
So she
Yeah,
said?
it's the reason
Matchbox.
why
Yeah.
adults won't come forward because of his bullying.
Got
I
it.
was bullied in high school because of my dyslexia. And I think he owes the community an apology.
What if Lunchbox gets jumped by a bunch of dyslexics today when he leaves the room?
Hold up. How did I bully? These people have told me I'm dumb for all these years, and then
No,
when
what?
we take a
What? I
test,
have not,
When have we ever said
I've
you're
not
dumb?
said that about
and then I
you.
pass the test and I beat them. It's a competition. When you win in a competition, you brag.
First of all, for those that just turned this show on, we had a PhD in education from SMU come up, and her business is working with kids that have dyslexia, giving tests to people to see if they have dyslexia. We took the test. Amy and Eddie were found to have dyslexia. And Lunchbox was very braggy on himself more than he was making fun of somebody for having dyslexia.
It's like you won a game.
Right, but I don't think,
Yeah.
I think people are, and I would love to jump on this too and be like, you're a jerk. But I think people are misunderstanding. Yes, was he annoying during the test, talking and yelling? Yeah. But I don't think he was making fun of them for having dyslexia. I think he's just bragging on himself.
For dominating.
No, I
But you
know
didn't
you're-
even dominate. The grades were still almost the same. You just didn't have dyslexia.
So you're trying to help him.
I didn't need further intervention. They needed further intervention.
but that means you can't
I
get
won
any
the
better.
game.
You've hit your ceiling.
I won the game.
No, you've hit your ceiling of like 8th grade or 9th grade, and they have not hit their ceiling, which is crazy. Like barely below you. Barely. Guys, that's awesome. That's like if Lunchbox were a fully grown athlete playing basketball, and he scored 22 a game, but you guys were like 8 years old, and you scored 20 a game, you still have all this room to develop and dominate him because he's maxed out about the same level you're at.
Yeah, and also right now I'm kind of stuck on how he has this narrative that over the years we've called him dumb.
No, he creates narratives when people call up and be like, "Oh, Lunchbox, you're mean."
Now we do talk crap whenever
Well,
we're playing a
everybody talks crap to
game,
everybody.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but
Yeah,
this
so
is
how does that make me a bad guy? She said I just bullied you. No, we played a
Well, you
game
didn't
and I
this
won.
isn't a game. This was our life.
It wasn't a game. Yeah, it really wasn't a game.
It was a test live on the radio
Yeah.
for
It wasn't a
a
game.
lot of people to hear our vulnerabilities.
Amy started crying. She ever cried during a game? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But still.
Well, yeah.
Well, Elizabeth, I understand your point. I appreciate you calling and,
And get the name right. Put some respect
No,
on my
I
name.
like Matchbox.
Matchbox.
She probably did that on purpose.
Oh, good question.
So what about the apology?
Oh, you know what? No, she just can't. She's just dyslexic.
Stop.
you think she read your name somewhere and
Yeah.
thought it said Matt? That's not how it
She
works.
hears us
not?
say lunchbox.
Oh, now you're sensitive about it?
All right, let's go over and talk to Becky in Hot Springs. Becky, what would you like to say, Becky? Thank you for calling.
Hey, Bobby, I live in Hot Springs. And my kids, I don't know if I'm allowed to say the school, but I have 5 kids, and my youngest son was diagnosed in 9th grade with dyslexia. They had an influx, but growing up, he could not tell me the names of the months in order. And I would get so frustrated because I thought he was doing it on purpose. And then he was diagnosed with dyslexia, and there's 2 different programs that they would offer at the school. And he went through them, and in 11th grade, he took the ACT for the first time and got a 26.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
He got scholarship money at 26.
Wow.
So again, it would be like you have been working out and you know you can only get so strong, and you're like, man, why can I not be as strong? But then you realize, oh wait, everybody else is taking like a supplement. Let me take the supplement. Then you take the supplement too, and all of a sudden you're 10 times stronger than everybody else. Like you've been doing it without help, and doing it again. You can't fix your brain. I can't fix my eyesight. So
That's how I
you
feel with focusing in ADHD.
you shouldn't look down on yourself. You should see it as great. You've gotten this far in life, which is very far, with a learning disability, and now you can even take that and adjust it, and who knows? He's maxed out. Lunchbox, he can't go up.
Yeah.
You guys are basically at his height, and you have all this room to grow. You can take the supplement, get stronger.
I also feel like we're not that good in your system. You know what I mean? Like, if we would have had our own system, if the world would have adapted me and Amy's system of learning.
Oh, because I think that's probably a minority system.
I know. Just saying, like, then you guys would have struggled, and then
the
we would have won the game.
But what's the system?
Just however you learn words, however you look at words, whatever that is. I don't know. But we're not good at that. And we struggled in school because of the tests, and the way you guys learned was hard for us.
I can agree with that. I think if we could have acknowledged not so much of your way, but of there are lots of ways, and we need to find how the individual is able to best compute information going in and going out, but we don't. We go, all right, most people do this way, so we're going to do it this way.
Yeah, I got bad news for you guys.
Go ahead.
You do not qualify for a handicap parking spot.
Wasn't trying to get one.
I was trying to find a silver lining and stuff.
There's no silver lining at all?
No, you don't get one. Doesn't qualify.
What would you say is good about today for them?
Oh, man. I don't know.
Nothing good for us?
Nothing.
No, it's been a pretty rough day.
For them.
Yeah.
It's all on the podcast if you want to hear the
Yeah.
PhD come in, and she was great. She was so nice to us, and what I liked, there was no bullcrap. She didn't coddle anybody. She was just like, yes, no, yes, no.
But yeah, she had compassion in her eyes.
In her eyes, yes.
I saw it towards
only because
me.
of him. Because he was like, oh.
I feel like she was looking at me like, telling
Well,
me with her eyes,
you started crying,
it's okay. No, even before the tears. I feel like she walked in knowing. I think she already knew.
Wait, she could tell by the way we sat that who was going to have it and who
I think that as a
didn't?
listener of the show or something, I just felt from her that she's like, hey, Amy, this is going to be okay.
It's going to be a tough day.
She said it with her eyes.
I feel like we should get a second opinion. Because I nailed that third test. Nailed it.
Well,
I know I did.
There's probably different levels. Like, it doesn't mean you're dyslexic in every single category. I mean, I don't know
It's
how
not
it
a torn
works.
ACL, bro. It's not. You're not going to look at a different X-ray.
Dang.
Listen to the podcast. Go search for the Bobby Bone Show wherever you podcast. You can hear that whole segment. We'll put it up. Appreciate all the calls. We'll move on from this.
I'm mad.
Don't be mad. You should
I'm
be.
not.
You should be grateful because now you've discovered the supplement that you need to take. The disadvantage that you.
No, dude, I'm 44 years old. It's over, man.
Well, that's
What
the
if Sam
attitude.
Walton said that?
Yeah.
When did he have his first store? At 40? Probably bought it at 30.
But he was older. He was an older person. There are many
good.
people who
I'm
started
good,
way
dude.
later in life.
I'm good.
So what are you gonna do?
It is what it is.
So what are you going to do? Just give up?
Nah, man, just be me. I'm just going to do things the way I've been doing them.
Okay. We'll come back. I couldn't believe he got arrested. Could you?
Don't
I'm
do it.
scared to say.
Don't do it, Amy.
I'm not going to do it.
Why would you guys? We're doing
Because I already am like pausing in my mind. Like if I say who, you're going to go,
Dez Nuts. Yeah, but that's serious. A 42-year-old guy in Wisconsin named Dez Nuts. That's his real name.
No.
Got arrested for battery last week.
It's not his real name.
Yes, it is. It literally is his name.
His given
Okay,
name.
stand by. He got arrested at his home in Green Bay last Tuesday for hitting and shoving his daughter because she hadn't done her chores.
Oh.
So it's serious. He had pulled a BB gun that looked real, but his name was Dez Nuts. So his original name was Dez Nuts. And that was his real name.
So Dez.
Dez Nuts. Yeah, but then they added an E to it.
Yeah,
He
of
did.
course.
He legally changed it and put an E there. So now his name is Dez Nuts. But it was Dez Nuts anyway, even if you put a long letter over that E, that first E.
How does this family spell their last name Nuts?
Yeah, is that with a Z
N-U-T-S.
or an S? S?
It goes on to put Dez Nuts in handcuffs, and they made sure that they were tight enough for Dez Nuts not to slip out of the handcuffs.
That is hilarious.
Which, yeah, he changed his name to,
Oh, wow.
Dez Nuts.
Yeah.
So you heard who got arrested?
Who?
Dez Nuts, for real. Guys, I'm 43. That is still hilarious to me to do Dez Nuts to people.
How often do you do that, though?
Almost never, but when I do it, it comes back hardcore. It's like an avalanche, and I do it for like a month. It's almost like That's What She Says. I don't do that hardly ever. But like 1 week a year, I just can't get enough of That's What She Says.
Dude, we're scarred by that.
But it's like, I wonder if kids do That's What She Says. Like,
no.
They don't understand what it means.
they don't? Do your kids do That's What She
Well,
Says?
My son will, that's what she says.
Amy,
things.
if they use it the right way, they understand what it means.
Okay,
Yeah.
what was,
No,
what was
they
the context
don't.
your
They
son
don't.
said?
No. So, okay, we're at my son's little, it's like track meet thing, and I have water, and he's going to drink my water, but I was giving it to him because he's like, oh, Mom, I've never had water after you before. He doesn't like to drink after people. And I said, well, if you're thirsty enough, it's fine. And then he's like, that's what you said.
Okay, he's not using it right.
and I was like, well, okay.
He doesn't
that's
get it.
just
But he's almost using it right.
yeah, and
Yeah.
he did it under his breath, like looking down, like, got her.
That's
what she said. And it's, I don't think he quite has
That's
it down
hilarious.
yet.
Man, like a 5-year-old hitting it just right. I don't know that I wouldn't be able to laugh. It's like when Lunchbox says his kid uses the F word because he had heard Lunchbox do it.
Yeah.
I don't know that I wouldn't. Like,
Oh.
it'd be a struggle for me not to laugh.
And when they use it in the right context, it's even more fantastic.
Like on TikTok, a kid that is in the back sitting there like, oh, man, we didn't mean to teach him this. It's hilarious. So we'll move off of it. That's what she said.
Okay. That worked.
The Oscars were last night. Let's see. The big bet was
Oh, boy.
Eddie has to pay Mike $20. And what was Oppenheimer? Best actor, the dude from Oppenheimer, right? And then what was the other one? Best director. And if it won,
Christopher Nolan.
Eddie would pay Mike $20. But if any of the three lost, Mike would pay Eddie $100.
No. Eddie would pay Mike $100.
I'm lost. Who won?
Mike won.
Oh, he did?
He hit all three of them.
So you have to pay him $100?
$100.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
Eddie-
already done. It's already done.
You already paid him?
Oh, yeah, man. As soon as it happened, I paid him last night.
Hey, Mike, did you watch the Oscars?
I watched the whole thing.
Okay, Movie Mike's movie podcast. The only thing that I saw really that was viral was John Cena being naked
Yeah.
for like a wardrobe award, and he came out butt naked. That he is just like, it doesn't even look like a real human.
It's like a cartoon character.
Yeah, because all he was wearing was the card that said best costume on it over his. That's what she said, over his Dez Nuts.
Wow.
And his body looked like a cartoon character. Not even one that I would look at and go, man, I would like to work out and achieve that. It's so large, his body, that again, it looks like somebody drew it. But he was naked, and it was hilarious. And apparently, though, I think they have a little thong on behind the
Yeah,
card.
some kind of like little.
Oh, because, when he opened the card, what happened?
I don't know that that was the card that they opened, was it?
Yeah, but they kept it there, and then they cut to it. They came and put like this big costume around him, and then he opened the
Got
card.
it. I didn't stick around for that. I just wanted to sell the naked part. I think I only saw pictures anyway. But you should look at it. Google it real quick. Look at his body. Meaning, it's...
Lunchbox, Google it.
I'm
No,
good.
I'm not even saying it in a sexual way. It's
No,
like,
I want to see it.
It's
I mean,
unreal.
his arms are just huge.
It's almost like they used some special effects to make him so big.
What is Hollywood? Maybe they did.
They didn't. It's like the dude from What's the name of that show on Amazon, Morgan? Did
Wait,
watch
you
it too?
don't
Archer?
look like this?
Reacher.
Yeah,
Wait.
he does look like Reacher.
It's so big that no, it's not that. It would be impossible for someone to get to that level, unless you have to work a ton, obviously, and be genetically blessed.
A lot of protein.
Eat a lot, yeah.
Like The Rock. You don't look at The Rock and go, I sure like to be that size.
No.
You just go, holy crap. You can never be that size.
Wow. Amy's zooming in.
Amy zoomed in hard.
Amy, gosh, man.
I was trying to figure out
Put that
what's going
computer
on.
down.
Was she zooming in? Were you watching her computer?
And not at his chest.
Weirdo. You look at,
What? No, when you zoom in, that's where it goes. Like the face.
that's where it goes?
I was trying to honestly look at his
Gosh,
belly
Amy.
button.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to play Mama's House. Thomas, we're at Morgan Wallen. It's Bobby Bone Show. I was trying to look at his belly button. That is the least likely story of all the stories on this
It's
show.
the only story I got.